Welcome back to the StumbleBums podcast. I am your host, Twisted G. With me, as always, on the left is Smitty Smitzilla, and I can no longer allow him to introduce himself because he keeps saying he's me, bastard. Now,
Hello, I'm Mr. Beast. Welcome back to the JRE podcast. Um, we are back. Enjoy the show.
yeah, that did not improve it, did it? I should not have let him have another name locked and loaded. Should not have. Note to self, viewers. My bad. It's on
I am
me.
Jimmy Beast. This is JRE, Joe Rogan Experience.
Okay, let's not go that far. let's definitely not go that far. Like we are now.
Well, we talk about aliens. We give conspiracy theories. We're dumb. We're totally Joe Rogan.
No, we are
I
not. Like, stop
don't
lying to the
think that's
viewers.
very. I mean, look at me. I'm bald. I'm short. I'm a little manlet with tattoos. Like,
I think I need a few more drinks to see that one. Like,
look, here's a
I
bad
may be
joke.
slightly drunk,
Um,
Smitty, but I'm not that far right.
women. Am I right?
Hey, that's my line. Fuck you. That's mine. Okay, I said that completely, just ambivalently, whatever that word is. I don't know.
So, welcome back, y'all.
You think I'm a StumbleBum?
I think we all are.
Hamburgers.
I'd like one. Actually, no. Wait.
Yeah, so have
Okay. You did hit me with that one. Uh,
you
um.
can finish what you were going to say. You
Well, no,
said it
because
at the
I was
same
gonna
time.
hop into a topic, and you asked me how I was doing, how the week was. That's a whole different thing. And so I should say, actually, like I've been pretty good this week. I've been trying to walk into each day with a little bit more positivity in my head, And it was actually kind of funny enough that I looked at a guy today at work that walked past me, and I was like, I'll say his name because screw it. I'm not gonna say his last name. I was like, you know what, John? He was like, what? And I was like, I'm actually in a good fucking mood today. And he literally looked shocked. Like he was like, what? Like, really? It's like, yeah, let's take this day on, man. Let's get it done.
The John that I know, John, or a different John?
From shipping?
Yeah.
Yeah, same John.
You want to know something funny about him?
Let's not say anything on the podcast that's too personal about him.
No, it's just something funny between me and him when I worked there.
All right, yeah.
He kept mean mugging me like as morning flip off.
Oh yeah, dude, he does it with everybody.
That's what he kept doing. And then one day, I was just feeling froggy that morning. And I'm like, "What's up, John? You want to go fight? Let's go outside." And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Fine. You want to wrestle? Let's go outside." He's like, "Still no." I'm like, "Fine. Last option. I got a copy of Twister, the board game, in my car. We pop that bad boy open, get real crazy." And he was just had a shocked look on his face. And I let that
I
silence
mean,
sit there for a while because I love awkward silence. And I was keeping pro eye on contact. And I said, "Either way, I'm put my belly on you."
no matter what, if somebody ever were to look at you and just be like, "I got a fucking thing of Twister in my back car. We can go right now." Like, I think no matter what, you're just gonna be like, "Hang on, huh?" Like, wait, what? Give me a moment here to dissect the things that you've spoken to me in English.
And at the time, that was a lie. But after that workday was over, I hopped on Amazon and bought a copy of Twister, and now it lives in my car.
They ever tell you
So
about
now
how
when I make that accusation of people, I can follow through just in case they call my bluff. Because John could have called my bluff, I'd be like, "I actually don't have Twister."
well, did I ever tell you actually? John ended up challenging a guy at the shop to a foot race. And it's the guy that you don't like, and I'm not gonna name his name. Starts with a D, and we're not gonna go farther than that. And so
All right with him. It's annoying. He doesn't shut up.
no, I'm talking about the one that you don't like because you feel like he made up lies. The one about the box story.
No,
Yeah, that
no.
one.
Oh, I forgot about
Um,
him.
so he he got challenged to a foot race by John. Actually, John was like, "I can beat you by like 2 car lengths," and
Is this after his weight loss or during the weight
this
loss?
is during the weight loss. And well, they started running, right? My father gave both of them like a good 10, not 10 second, a good 5 second, a good, you know, fucking good head start. My dad smoked
I want to
them.
say good 5 to 8 feet head start then.
Dude, no, it was okay then. What was like? What would be like 10 seconds? Because it was from where like the front door is, where you would clock in if you were in a takeoff, to back like at the shipping line where the like trucks line up. That was like the foot race length, and he gave him like a 10 second head start. I want to say
I would say they made it probably about a good 2 yards then. If that was the 10, they made it to the 30, and your
my
dad took off.
my dad amazed me by blowing them both out of the water with giving them a head start. And I can give this to my dad too. He used to be a fighter, used to run and all that stuff, but dude, it's been years since he's done that. And he's been smoking cigars. He stopped doing that, but he did that for a couple years, and then he's been on the jewels for I can't even tell you how many years now. And then drinking the way he does, or the way he did, not does. I mean, he's not,
Yeah, I
he's
wish
not in the best shape he
that
was,
was
but the
Bill.
man
Be like, what's
still
up,
smoked
gamer?
these
Skibbity
guys.
toilet.
Like the man still smoked them out of the water. It amazed me. It really is like I thought that I could beat my dad at running with the shape that I'm in, and just like how I'm taller than him even. But I think my dad could still smoke me with running.
Well,
That's
B
insane.
has no leg span, so one step at a normal person is two of his steps. So anybody can beat D in a foot race. Freaking little midget.
D's fast though. I've seen some fast short people.
His legs don't gotta go very far. Like, yeah, he's gonna look fast, but if you got a good freaking high step, you got him every day.
Well, and
Like,
that's the thing is like he beat John by more than the 2 car lengths that John said he would beat him by. Which I will say this though, John still was not horribly like he was still kicking some ass up for how big of a guy he was. It's amazing, man. Like you want to sit here and think, like the big fat guy would be. I'm not gonna say he's a big fat guy, but you would think the bigger guy would be, like farther behind than that, and you would think that the smaller guy would be, and then the guy let them all have the lead wouldn't be that far. But dude, it was insane. Like it was like a foot race that you would not have expected to really see. You had to be impressed with all sides of it, even though the guy let them have a lead one. Like seeing the speed from those guys at their age and
uh,
just the shape that they were in, especially because D's done a lot of shit, and I mean like a lot of drugs and shit, and all
I
that.
was just
So it's
thinking,
like I couldn't believe it. I was like, watch all
I
these
was
people
just
go. I'm
thinking
like,
this idea got proposed in John's head because he remembered the tale of the fox and the hare, of the hare and the tortoise, and he's like,
well,
"Yeah, I
my
bet if I
dad was the
challenge
hair,
D, I bet
and
if I challenge D, D's gonna make it a good ways in front of me and then start taunting me, and that's when I'm gonna hit the NOS. I'm gonna turn on the turbo and just smoke him." I know that's how it played in John's head. I know it. That's what I was laughing about.
well, dude, to me, like, I feel like at the end of it, my dad is the hare that won. You know what I mean? Like, he's the asshole rabbit that won. He did. He sat back, kicked it back, and was like, "Yeah, go ahead and run, turtles. Go ahead and run." And then he was like,
Yeah,
and then fucking won. Like,
I view your dad as a little cocky bird that's seen these two animals running and be like, "Oh,
yeah,
land mammals in a
okay.
race? Watch this."
Thank you, because that's how it was to me. I actually turned around, made fun of my dad, and was like, he had to prove that he's still a man by beating these guys without even being challenged. That was my whole joke to everybody. I was like, he wasn't even supposed to run. He just felt like his whole manhood was challenged because he's not able to fucking express it enough. So he was like, I can win a foot race.
Why did they challenge me?
Yeah.
I'm a good time
Yes.
in all. I'm a good time in all competitions. Why did they not ask
Exactly.
the
I'm
Germans?
a alpha male. I'm ex-fighter, ran 5 miles a
No race
day.
goes on around here without my clearance and jurisdiction. You know what? I'm just gonna hop in here and show these boys what's about.
And it was legitimately that to me. I think my dad just was that, like, he was a little offended, I think, that he wasn't challenged, to be real, is what it was.
Definitely was. Fuck it, challenge him for a foot race tomorrow.
Dude, I almost want to, but I'm almost scared though, because I haven't run myself very recently. So I'm like, shit, like he might get me here. It's been a while, and I
Just
only
stretch,
own
you'll be
steel toe
fine.
boots. Like my dad has cowboy boots. I got steel toes. That's not a fair race, brother.
Hey, we're not talking about that.
You're right. Let me get me some Reeboks, and then I'm gonna slip them on before we go, and then I'm gonna kick him in the fucking kneecap, and then we run. But we need to move on. How was your week, or what topic do you want to bring up? We are 10 minutes in. We're still talking about my week and my own shit.
Well, that's how podcasting is. Something brings something up, and then you like expand on it. So
Yes.
my week was pretty normal. I really didn't do anything outside of anything. Um, the only thing real exciting, I made it to what was it? It was A2 in my Spanish, which is still beginner in CEFR standards, which is the Common European Framework of Referencing of Languages. So, I'm still a little simple bitch in layman's terms. I can answer simple questions. That's about it.
I mean, that's not bad. So, can
Yeah.
you answer
And,
your name
and
then? If I say, hola, ¿cómo estás?
see, name has like two
That's not even
things.
your name.
So
That was literally just, hi, how
you,
are you?
I wasn't listening to what you said in Spanish because I was
I
listening to
hate
what you
you.
said in English. So
I hate you.
either
My
way,
voice cracked. Oh,
I'm
wow.
just I'm just not to where I want to be at. But in Duolingo, there's leagues, and I got promoted to the Ruby League after the Sapphire League, and I crushed it there. But so far in the Ruby League, I'm still on the top of the leaderboard with like 1,000+ points, while everybody else is still in the hundreds. And
Very true.
the second place person, I got 1,000 points on him. So I'm gonna crush the Ruby League as well. Just out here kicking people's ass every day.
See, I've been, last 4 days, I forgot to say this about my week, my bad. Which, honest to God, like, I have no idea what the hell you were talking about. Ruby League and all that stuff. Like, that lost me there. I realized there was
I,
leagues with that stuff.
yeah, that's what I said. Duolingo has leagues, and you get to kick people's ass.
I thought it was literally just like a lesson thing where it was like, like, here's the card, dose. And you're just like, all right, dose. And it flips it over and you're like, two. All right, yeah.
No, it's a lot more involved than just that. It's fun, actually. And I decided for my next course that I'm going to after Spanish would be the chest on there because I really want to get better at chest just to shit on it, pretty much.
The fact that you call it chest always kills me.
I mispronounce a lot of words, and people feel like they have to correct me. And I've been saying it the way I've been saying it for years. You can keep trying to correct me, but every time I
Okay,
say it wrong, people chuckle a little bit. So why should I correct?
it just kills me because it's like, I got shit for saying yolk. For egg yolk, where people are like, it's yolk for egg yolk. There's an L in that fucking word, and it's pronounced. It's yolk. Just like, in my opinion, if you say folk, there's an L in that word. You pronounce it. You don't
Yeah.
say folk, you say folk.
It's feeling like jalapenos and habaneros to me. People get on me about that all the time, but I'm like,
Hey,
that's how I read
jalapenos are
it.
way better than habanero fucking jalapeno things, whatever.
And jalapenos and habaneros.
I just love hopping on mamas.
Yeah, yeah. Like one person at work got on me for saying ribbit wrong. I'm like, I don't care. You chuckled right before you correct me, so I'm
Hang
not
on,
going to correct
rivet.
it. Yeah,
What do you
you know,
mean
like the
rivet?
ribbit gun,
Oh,
little.
okay, rivet gun. You son of
Yeah,
a
ribbit,
bitch.
ribbit. Yeah, I'm saying it.
I want to crumple a can and just throw it. Okay, I did crumple the can, so I. Mm. Yeah, I threw it at you. I hit my monitor. Thank God it didn't break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, precious. Rub the screen like we're in Vegas. Rub the screen like we're in Vegas. All right, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring up the first topic, and I did
no,
not hear that. Whatever you pressed, it was like a.
but I didn't press anything. I
You
was just
didn't?
making a noise with my mouth.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you just like pressed the sound effect.
Let
But I
me
think you're
press.
gonna like this topic. So, what cryptid would you
Jesus
want to
Christ!
be real?
I cut it. I didn't. I did. It didn't do it.
It was
It just
weak
said Jesus
though. It
Christ.
was like he hit my head. It was
All
not me
right,
saying
whatever.
it.
I'm listening.
No, you're not, because I asked you a question.
All right, I wasn't listening.
I'm listening. Bitch, what? Like, you never gave me an answer. You just started pressing buttons. Like,
All right, then ask me the question again.
all right, what cryptid would you want to be real out of any of the
Yeah.
cryptids? It was still so weak that it was all you heard was eh.
Yeah, we'll figure out what it sounds like in the recording
I'm
later.
gonna hit you in the fucking
Um,
mouth with a
Did
damn
what I
crowbar.
want to be real. I mean, Mothman is a go-to because
Knew you were gonna say that one.
Mothman, but it's too popular now. Like, it's funny how you say that because I just pulled the cryptic game out of my freaking collection because I plan on playing that solo this
I thought of
weekend.
you when I thought of the question.
Ugh, I don't want to look at the back of that box now. Like, I know the Jersey
Go
Double,
ahead.
that one was cool.
Actually, go ahead and do
I
yours.
was,
I'll tell mine while you look that up.
all right.
As long as you can hear me, you'll. I mean, so for me, it sounds so stupid. Oh, you won't? So you're not gonna keep the headset on? Okay. Wow. Well, folks, while he's away, I'm gonna talk about how much I hate this guy. I mean, dude, he's such a little bitch. All he does is whine and whine and whine. He's like, "Oh, my poor life. I decide to enjoy myself, and when I have no money, I hate myself. I'm a bitch named Smitty, and I love sucking dick." Oh, what's up, Smitty? What's up? How you doing? You can hear me now?
Yeah. Did you tell the people? And now just give me what she said?
No, I made fun of you, and you're gonna have to watch the actual recording to hear what I said. And I apologize. It actually offends you because the more that I think about it, that was actually kind of assholish. But I was gonna say mine would be Bigfoot, and it's only because to actually like be sitting out in the woods, and I think about this, smoking a fucking joint or a blunt or something like that, and then Bigfoot walks up or like walks by and he just looks at you and he's like, "Pass that here." Like he just does the. I feel like he's the one that I could share a joint with. You know what I mean? Or like actually like sit down and hang out with. I don't feel like he's violent.
There's what would they be? I guess they would be a brutal slam metal band that I really like. They have a video just like that, except for after they get stoned with Bigfoot and doing coke with Bigfoot and drinking with Bigfoot.
Hell
Bigfoot
yeah,
starts
brother.
ripping them to shreds.
Okay, well, I don't think he would do that. He's the chill cryptid. I mean, he just wants to be left alone by all these like, people that want to find him. But I think if he just stumbled across a StumbleBum, he'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
All right. So all the ones that it says that's listed in America, at least the ones that they put in this game, is Bigfoot, the Jersey Devil, Chupacabra, which I guess parts of Arizona because Chupacabra is mainly Mexico, and Mothman, Ozark Howler, and the Banshee of the Badlands. I'm not too sure what the Banshee of the Badlands
That one actually,
occupies in
yeah, that
America.
actually kind of intrigued me. I'd never heard of that one.
They got some shit in here. Let me read a card.
The Banshee of the Badlands. That sounds like something more like, isn't Banshees like Scottish or Irish lore or something like that? It's Irish, isn't it?
I'll read the card, but this is the game,
Horrified. We all are horrified.
and the back of the box. The
Town
purple one would
overrun
be the
by
Banshee of the
monsters.
Badlands.
Hmm.
Let me read this player sheet. See if there's any lore on there. Yeah.
Where's my cocaine? I'm gonna do a couple lines. I mean, what? I'm kidding. I don't do drugs like that. I
I
do this one.
don't see any lore on here. That sucks. Any lore in the book? Tell me about the Banshee of the Badlands. I don't know. I guess that's
That
just
sounds like a
cryptid we're gonna.
Borderlands. You almost sound like Marcus from Borderlands. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's like the guy that always narrates the opening of the Borderlands game. Like, tell me a tale or tell me a blah blah blah. And since you said fucking Banshee of the Badlands, it's like Banshee of the Borderlands.
Okay, it says from the hellish, barren cliffs of South Dakota comes the Banshee of the Badlands and her eerily skeleton-like, skeletal violinist. Oh, okay. I might be reading that long. Who lures unsuspecting travelers to their doom with mesmerizing melodies and unearthly wails. So she's from South Dakota.
Huh. Makes sense.
I
They
knew
gotta
there
have
was.
something up there.
I knew there was had to be a little bit of a lore, but I don't know. Probably looking at this, I would say either the Jersey Devil or the Ozark Howler because I really like their design. And if they look like these designs, then I'm totally down.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad.
The
I
Ozark
just
Howler looks like a freaking bear with freaking horns and
I don't want something that actually tears people apart and scares the shit out of them, man. Like Bigfoot seems somebody like me,
I
like he's
do.
just like, well, yeah, of course you do. You like it when people die. You're wearing the opposite of Freddy Krueger's fucking Christmas vest, you psychopath.
Think of it.
Am I wrong though? You kind of are.
Tony Hawk.
Green with black. I mean, I'm just
This
saying
is Tony
if
Hawk.
the black was replaced with red, you'd be the reverse Freddy Krueger, and it would make sense. The reason why you haunt my fucking life and not my nightmares.
Wouldn't that just be haunting your dreams?
No, that's why you're the opposite of Freddy. Like
The
I
opposite of Freddy
escape
would
from
be
you when I'm
dreams, would it
asleep.
not?
That's why every time you
Oh,
try
yeah.
to text me, I'm like, yo, I'm sleeping.
Jersey Devil.
Hey, that kind of looks like my aunt.
Yeah, that's Jersey Devil. So
I don't
probably
mean
one of
that.
those two, the Ozark Howler or the Jersey Devil.
So
Yeah,
I
I gotta
added a
freaking
new
read the
fucking
rules
topic
to
thing,
this, and I'm gonna play it.
but do you have a topic you want to bring up, or do you have something you want to bring up?
Yeah, you might as well bring up another one as I'm cleaning up my area real quick. I made a mess.
All right. Um. So, what's your opinion on the Danny Masterson Wow, let me re-say that. What's your opinion on Danny Masterson being released possibly because he hopefully has evidence that he is innocent? And I say hopefully because I really hope. And for anybody that doesn't know, Danny Masterson is the character, or not the character, the man who played Hyde in that '70s show, which is one of my favorite shows ever. Do you have an opinion about that? Like, have you seen anything about it?
Haven't seen anything about it, and I really don't know how that works in our justice system. The case was closed, he was sentenced. I don't know how you're going to reopen this case with new evidence without it being double jeopardy, because double jeopardy is a thing.
Well, double jeopardy is only a thing if you're cleared of it and then they try to charge you again.
Yeah, and he wasn't clear of it, he was sentenced.
Well, no, that's what it
So,
is. Double jeopardy is only that. You cannot like you can't say they're innocent and then say they're guilty. That's the only license of double jeopardy. Otherwise, you are allowed to appeal as much as you can to prove that you're innocent. I mean, that's the whole point of like the death penalty. Even that's why it takes so long to kill people when they have the death penalty because they get to
appeals.
have so many. Yeah.
Um, he can try all he wants, but I'm pretty sure if that evidence was true, he would have had it the first time. So
I want to hope that um somehow he got screwed over. I do. Only because I loved so many of his acting roles, and I would hate to think that like one of my two of my favorite shows actually, because I love The Ranch and I love that '70s show. I would really love for it to come out that he didn't do anything horrible, but I'm also on the same side of the fence that if this evidence is something that he should have had the first time around, but it was withheld from him, then I could support it because that's happened before with the way that our law and justice system works. But if it's one of those things, it's just kind of like a hypothetical, but like it's real enough to be brought into question, so they have to reopen. Then I won't support it. You know what I mean?
mm, I don't know.
It needs to be
I
hard
also
evidence for me.
don't care. I don't care about celebrities. So any shenanigans celebrities get into, I'm like the furthest away from the pulse
I don't
on
know
it
though. I
all.
also care about justice at
But
the end of the
even ones
day.
I like, I'm like I don't care.
I don't know. I guess that for me though, I also care about like justice at the end of the day for that. So that's where it kills me.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of injustices. But let me find my topics here. Uh,
He's taking too long. Next topic from me. Here we go. I'm owning the podcast. Kidding.
to Lockman's Association. Locksmithing is like my favorite smiths out of all the smith trades. So, and I found it very interesting that an orangutan has a locksmith association.
An orangutan.
Yeah.
Okay, so you cut out.
He
You said
apparently
orang, and then no, you said and then it was like tang. I was like, what?
and yeah, the Fu Manchu is his name. He got his Loch Ness association because he
What?
kept breaking out of his cage by picking the lock, and he would pick the lock because he found like a piece of wire and fashioned pretty much just a pinhook out of it, and learned how to freaking pick it with just a pinhook, which is pretty impressive because for me to pick a lock, I have to have a torsion bar and a pinhook.
Really?
And yeah, my pinhook don't even have to have that big of a hook on it. I can have a pretty much a flat pinhook, but I need the torsion bar. And he was picking locks without torsion bar, and that is just nuts. And then he would go on to just pick all the other locks in the zoo. And he kept doing it for so long because every time he would get caught, he would shove his pinhook up in his freaking fat old gum.
I mean, that makes sense.
and
If
and
I
he
had a
would
fat
just
old
keep it
gum, I'd
for
do
the
it
next
too.
time. And then finally, he got too cocky for his britches and was smiling too wide when he got caught. And the zookeeper seen a little glimmer of it and fished it out of there. And the Locksmith Association heard about it and gave him an honorary membership.
I mean, we used to love picking locks when we were younger, so makes sense. I mean, especially since like monkeys know how to make tools. That's like a natural thing that they know how to do. That's why like we align ourselves with being monkeys at one point. Because it's like, oh, well, evidently we must have learned to make tools from the only other thing on this planet that knows how to make tools.
Yeah. I just like Locksmith the best because it locked doors were just my freaking Rubik's Cube puzzle growing up. Like I had a lock picking kit. I got a lock picking kit when I was very young because I was into magic. And then I just really focused in on lock picking. And I can I can pick everything. When I first got my cars, I learned how to pick those doors just in case. And car doors are the funnest thing to learn how to pick because they're double pinned. You got pins on the top and bottom.
I learned the easiest way to pick a car is you pad your elbow and then just smash that fucking, passenger side window or the driver's side, whichever.
Okay, GTA.
No, GTA, you just do it with your raw elbow, and I think that's just insane. Nobody could fucking do that without going to the hospital after, I feel like.
Yeah, but when you pick a car door, the alarm don't go off, so nobody's the wiser.
Eh.
Yeah, but picking's fun. It's my Rubik's cube. Like, and the best thing you can do when you ever want to get into lock picking is just check to see if the thing's unlocked first. It saves you a hell of a lot of time. That's why I play my favorite game is this door unlocked. And then if I find it's locked, I'm like, ooh, a Rubik's Cube I can play with later.
So I kind of want to do that with some of the doors in our house, because like in our house, like we actually have like skeleton key doors. So I'm like, if I can learn how to pick a fucking skeleton key, I feel like I learned to pick just about anything.
Mm, no.
Really? I feel like because I tried to on my other door when the handle fell out, and I just like I couldn't slip it in properly half the time, which sounds way horrible out of context.
Are you trying for the deadbolt or just the doorknob? Doorknob you can get with a credit card.
On a skeleton key. No, I was actually trying to like on the inside, like at the lock part of it.
I feel like even with a skeleton key, you could get that with a freaking credit card
No, you couldn't.
easier.
Not on the
I bet
inside
I
of
could.
it. I can take a picture of it right
Duh,
now, dude. I got one right here.
you
I
don't
couldn't slip a credit card in
don't
there.
tell me you don't put it in the hole, you stupid shit.
That's what I was trying to do. Because I feel like if you could pick one from that, then you're a fucking genius.
Yeah, if I was gonna pick that, I'm just gonna stick a credit card in the door jamb and just move the freaking lever over
Then you
because
can get
that
through
lock
about anybody's
mechanism.
house.
No, deadbolts are different. Deadbolts you have to put up the pins
That's you're
and
applying
turn the
force
bolt
from the foot.
because deadbolts go further into the wall than just the door latch. The door latch you can unlatch with a thin credit card. All you got to do is just jam it the freak in there. It's pretty easy. Um,
Yeah, I know. That's how I broke
but
in my sister's house.
yeah, but deadbolts go further into the wall and are heavier, so that's why you have to actually pick them. Yeah, skeleton key. I feel like you can just credit card that bitch.
Well, yeah, no, but I was trying to like
You
actually
would have to
pick
look
it,
at the
not just.
mechanism.
You're not picking when you use a credit card. That's not picking. That's
It is.
sliding. You're checking
It's
your
still the
way in.
same concept. It's still the same concept. You're opening a locked door that you're not supposed to.
It's not the fucking same.
It's the same concept.
It's not. Takes
And you're
no
doing the
practice
same
to slip a
thing.
credit card in. None.
Yeah, it does.
Anybody can do
Yeah.
that. I I did it first
You'd be
try in my
surprised.
life.
You'd be surprised. You'd be
I did
surprised.
it
I
the
try to
first
teach
try of
some
my
people
life I
on the
ever tried it.
world's easiest credit card door, and these people could not get it. One of my old guitarists couldn't get it. One of my old girlfriends couldn't get
I did
it.
it,
This
and I'm
one bitch I
completely
was trying to
stupid.
fuck wasn't getting it. And this house was perfect. It was being renovated. I knew the dude renovating it, so I knew when nobody was there. So we could spend hours there and make as much noise as we wanted to because there was also no neighbors. So like the two things that you normally had to deal with when you're picking a door, loudness and time, was not even a factor, and they were just freaking out. Some people literally cannot do it. They literally cannot get over the principle of it.
You know what, Smitty? I got a guy that wants to
So,
speak to you. Okay.
yeah.
Hey, I don't like you.
Okay.
Oi.
That was weak. That cut out.
Hey, fuck you. You're the one that tried to play a fucking thing that nobody could hear. I
Yeah.
at least had something original. I was like, hey, yo, talk to him. How you doing? Because the topic went weak. Next topic.
Yeah.
Do you have one? I have one here.
I thought you were gonna go.
All right, I didn't know if you wanted to. Damn it. So have you heard about the Olympic athlete turned a cocaine kingpin? This is actually really surprisingly recent. All right, so I'll
Once
pull
again,
up.
celebrity news, furthest thing from the pulse.
Okay, no, this one though kind of caught me because I was like, hang on, there's no way like an Olympic athlete would be a kingpin for cocaine or whatever. But from what I hear, it says, um, so okay, 10 defendants have been arrested and 11 are in custody, pursuant of a 9-count federal grand jury indictment, unsealed today, charging a former Olympic snowboarder, now on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list. Canadian criminal barrister, a reggaeton musician, which is like reggae, I guess, um, a would-be Gangland News website operator, and others in connection with the January 31st murder in Colombia of a federal witness in a separate criminal case. Ryan James Wedding, 44, a Canadian national residing in Mexico, which is I'm pretty sure that's the one that's him, the snowboarder, Olympic snowboarder, which is Ryan James Wedding.
Okay.
Um, is charged with overseeing operations of a criminal enterprise, including by engaging with witness intimidation tactics such as murder and enriching himself with the enterprise's laundered drug proceedings. In March 2025, Wedding was placed on the FBI's list of 10 most wanted fugitives. There's an increased $15 million reward for information leading to his arrest. So this guy is still at large. The Olympic cocaine kingpin.
I mean, it's been at large for 10 years.
But this is for some reason just now hitting our recent news. I'm not kidding you because I looked up recent news because I wanted things to actually talk about today. And I was like, why is this just not being talked about? Like,
I just find it funny. You're like, like this is recent, and the last date you said was 2025. I'm like, that's 10 years ago. That's crazy.
2025 is not 10 years ago. That's today.
I thought you said 2015. My bad. I wasn't paying attention.
Fuck you.
Um, I guess yeah, it's pretty crazy. I guess he went to the Olympics once. You only get so many of those anyway because it also costs a bunch of money. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just going to join the family business.
You know what, man? I actually took a chance and looked up something like some newsworthy stuff. And this over here, my partner over here is like, oh, yeah, you just brought something stupid up. I hate you, Smitty. I hate you forever.
I answered it.
I answered it. I'm going to stab this guy next time I see him. If this guy shows up dead, I fucking did it, okay? Right here. This is the proof, okay? Take this in court. Please don't, actually. Please don't. If he does show up murdered, because he is an asshole, he might actually get murdered. So, please don't.
Road rage. It's gonna happen.
Fucking more than that, you got a cocky mouth sometimes when you're just walking even.
Yeah,
This scares
and
me.
I said something fucked up. I forget what I said. I said something fucked up here recently. I forget.
I don't want you to repeat
So
it. Sorry.
I mean,
Like, not on
it
the
wasn't like
podcast, but.
it was my style of fucked up. It wasn't something that's gonna get like demonetized. It wasn't like blatantly anything. It's just the way you can interpret that can mean a lot of things, Schmitty.
That's
One
why I
of
was kind of like, I
those.
was worried. I'm like, hmm.
It was one of those, but I forget all the wacky shit I say. When I get reminded of the wacky shit I say, I'm like, that sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm like, it could be me. Like, JD is really good at just repeating all the wacky shit I say and remembering all the wacky shit I say. Like, he remembered one time when we were working together and I asked the HR lady about her butthole.
One of
I
my oldest
barely remember
friends.
doing that.
Sorry.
And I only asked her because um, girls say butthole weird, and I wanted to know how she said butthole.
That's pretty weird.
If you listen to girls when they say butthole, they kind of put extra emphasis on like the wrong parts of the word. They all do it a little bit differently, and it's just funny. Like they're all like timid to say butthole. But do you think farts push the shit out, or shits push the farts out?
Okay, so I've had a theory about this for a while, actually, 100%. And so I
Because
think
sometimes
that it's
fart
a
and then shit.
mixture. I think it's a
But then
mixture.
sometimes I take a
When
shit and then they do a massive fart right
n-
after that shit.
that's what
So
I'm
like,
telling
what
you,
pushes
it's a
what?
fucking mixture. It's sometimes it's when you get too much gas built up in the stomach at once, but you ain't ate enough, or you just don't have enough built up enough, like since your body's absorbed it, that you're just constantly doing that like absorbent fart, it seems like, or constant fart or whatever. And that's the ones that are like stinky, rotten egg, like what the fuck's wrong with me? Ooh. But then there's the farts where you filled yourself up too much with fiber. I've noticed. I think that's what it is. At least those farts, because I had them last night. Actually, man, I woke up a couple of times last night, and when I woke up, man, I was like, "Oh, what's wrong with my stomach?" And I went, and I swear to God, it was the Honey Nut Cheerios. Um, Anytime
But
I
you
eat
shit.
those before I go to bed, dude, I swear, and it's not I shit my pants or anything. I got the farts like hell.
Yeah.
And so I will say
The,
fiber is
it
probably, I want to
sounded more
say,
like
a
a poop
big one
sound
for
than a fart
me.
sound.
Um, but I will say, yeah, like I think that's just a natural one. If you have to shit and you're holding it off, or you don't know that you have to shit, then you're gonna be farting until you have to. But I, I, I will admit, like if it's the wrong kind of thing going in my body, I will fart my ass off without shitting. But then I'll shit my ass off without farting. I don't know.
When's the last time you shit your pants?
Oh, dude, I already admitted that. I told you that. I shit it on stream during the, not podcast, but like during a stream one time. I said it on the podcast though. Oh man, I think it was like the fourth or fifth one. And I
No.
remember telling you I trusted a fart. I'm telling you guys, don't ever trust a fart. Ever. because that's exactly what I did. I was trying to stream and be like, I don't need to go to the bathroom. I can keep gaming, and I can trust this fart. And then as soon as I did, I was like, hey guys, give me a minute. I'll be right back. And I ran downstairs, grabbed a new pair of underwear, threw the old one in the trash, wiped my ass, and cleaned it as best I could with alcohol. And then put the new fucking pair of underwear on, ran upstairs with my fucking new pair of pants on, because I swear to you, I actually shit my pants so bad, it stained my very bright white pants. I was very sad about that.
That is awful.
Yeah, I'll be that real. Like, that's how recent I shit my pants was this fucking year. Like, less than, I would say, 2 to 3 months ago. When the fuck we
Last
start the
time I shit,
podcast? Because I swear to God, it was like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 weeks after we started this shit.
last time I shit my pants, I want to say it was a good 4 to 5 years ago now. It was when me and my ex were still new, and I just moved in with her.
Oh,
I was
that
in the
is
basement.
embarrassing.
I was in the basement of our little apartment because it was like a split house and it had a basement. And I was down there getting stoned, and it didn't even feel like a fart, you know? It didn't feel like anything. It just felt like a little toot, you know? Like it was
That's
nothing.
how, yeah,
And
exactly.
I ass blasted my whole fucking shit. Like I was a fudge dip bottom schmitty. Like it was just covered, and just one bam, like shotgun blast. And it was a 2-story place. There was no bathroom on the first level. I had to walk up another staircase to get to the bathroom, and also the bathroom was through one of the kids' room. So
Oh,
I'm
no.
like very much a predicament.
Oh,
I'm down in the basement alone, and I know my ex is just like right up there, right outside of the basement door. I'm like, I got two options. Neither one of them are good.
Speedy, I got one option right now, and that's about to piss my pants. So I'm going to take a bathroom break if
Pause.
you're willing to. And that will
Yeah, I'll
be
go.
right now.
Since we just came back from the toilet, I think we should stop talking about things that go into the toilet.
Like my career.
But we're not going to move away from this shit humor though and crash jokes, because my next topic is um what would be the most unfortunate name to join to join the Navy with? Because when you join the Navy, you all get called seamen. So like Pool would be a terrible
Major.
last name. You'd be Seaman Pool.
Major. Oh, okay, no. Okay.
Yeah, Seaman Major. That don't sound bad.
Well,
Seaman
I was
Pool.
thinking
That
about
sounds bad.
I was thinking about something else because my dad joked. He said, since my last name is Wood, he was like, I always want to join the
Seaman
army or
Wood.
get the name
That's kind
Major.
of that's a bit unfortunate, but not as bad as Pool.
No, but my dad joked if you join the army, he'd be named Major Wood. And I was like, that's actually kind of genius. Could you imagine being
Yeah,
introduced to every fucking meeting as Major Wood?
yeah, but we're
I'm
not
here.
talking about the Army.
Yeah, well, fuck
We're
you. That
talking about the
still is a
Navy.
good one.
But then I was thinking about it. I once knew a kid who I was a coworker with at this one other fab shop, and his name was very unfortunate. And I think he even got more unfortunate if he would have joined the Navy,
I
because
got one.
his name was Justin Butt.
I got one.
So he would have been Seaman Butt.
Okay, I got one.
Fire.
Coughton Mouth.
It has to be Seaman. They're the Navy. It's all Seaman
I was just
something.
saying his first name. Coughton Seaman Mouth.
Yeah. It's Seaman first. That's how the Navy works. Just
Why
like
the
the
fuck you
major.
say Justin Butt? What the fuck is the point in Justin?
Because I was saying his name was very unfortunate already. His name was Just in. but.
Oh, okay. Well, I made up an unfortunate name too.
And then, so if he would have joined the Navy, he would have been seaman, but. That's even more unfortunate. Like, I said
I
that
don't
if he
know.
would have been listening.
Semen mouth, semen butt.
Have you ever met somebody with the last name Mouth?
Both
Like,
sound
yes,
humiliating. No, but I've never met somebody with the last name Butt.
I have.
I've met
I ended,
people
I
with the
ended up
last name.
living with his sister later on in life, and I was her room was next to mine, and it was a kind of a thin wall, and I heard her and her boyfriend fucking one time, and it was so quiet. And I'm like, that is just pitiful. So I got on a horn with this one hoe I knew in that town, and I
One
set up a
hoe.
date for that weekend, and I freaking drilled the shit out of her. And the next day, when we were all just sitting there at the breakfast table, they're like, "Yeah, Schmitty was fucking getting it in last night." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's how what fucking sounds like." And it blew up like the room lit on fire. Like it pissed everybody off.
I
Are you
tried to hold
doing
as
like a
stone
French?
face as I could. I did. I tried to say as stone cold face as I could.
Like I was just trying to piss them off, but it pissed the other couple I was living off as well. But they lived on the downstairs. Like we weren't. Nobody was gonna hear them fucking. You know.
I don't know. I've just never been the kind of guy to go out and do all that stuff. I just like
Hey,
to
I
stay
never
at
said
home.
I never thought I was the. I was staying at home too. This was all within the same house. You know. I didn't think I was that type of guy neither. It was like I felt like I had to teach him. Like he was doing it wrong. Like if you're fucking, the girls should sound like they're getting murdered.
No, I
Metaphorically, like they're like at the top of their lungs with sounds.
I don't know. I feel like at the top of the lungs is almost like you fake porno stage. To be real, like I don't know. To
Hmm.
be real, like it is. It when they
This guy
get
knows.
over. If a girl gets over the top, I almost even myself am like, I'm not that impressive, honey. No, like, like thank you for the flattery, but I can tell that no,
If you're
no, no.
just doing the one thing over and over again, and they're going at doing that, then yeah,
Well, no,
that
it's
would
not even
make
just doing
sense.
the
Like
one
if you're
thing
not
over and
putting in
over
the effort,
again.
but I put in the effort. I do a lot of shit in there.
Dude, I've stuck my nose in eating chicks out and used my nose to just, around that fucking thing. And that's what I'm saying is like, I mean, I've done some crazy stuff, but I've never had somebody just be fucking screaming the way
It's
that
not
some.
just about the one act. It's how everything unfolds and how you go about it. What a whole
I
bunch of other
just think
things
it's
I don't want to get
faking to a
into.
point. I just think it's faking at a certain point. I really do. I really do.
I used to get bitches a lot fucked up too, so it could be very much performance enhanced as well.
But I did have another thing I wanted to talk about, which was, and this is actually like a complete flip flop from what we were talking about. But did you see that Congress voted to send the Epstein files or whatever, like opening them to Senate, which to me is just like such a lie move. Like even if they open it at this point, there's been way too much time for them to tamper with it and just like make what they want to tell us a fact to them.
I'm just gonna say this is bad topic. This is a comedy podcast, and that this is not going to be funny in any way.
I just think that's the hilarious
This
thing. It's like after all this time, you guys think we're gonna trust what the fuck you have to say, and that's the comedy to me of it. Like I don't trust any of it. Like fuck you guys, I'm done. Like if this was any kind of real aspect or any kind of truth we're supposed to come out, it would have come out immediately. At this point, we're just fucking lying to ourselves, and this is some kind of distraction from something. It's hilarious to me that we're actually fucking being like, they're gonna, they're gonna, they're gonna release the fucking Epstein Files finally because the fucking these guys are talking about doing it. They're not releasing it, guys, ever. They're never gonna incriminate half the fucking people on our damn thing. And you're joking yourself if you do.
I just can't laugh at this circus no more. That's that's just where I'm at with it. It's none of this is funny. It's just all stupid and the same over and over again. It's repetitive, it's boring, it's heartbreaking and very unfortunate. It's not the future I rolled for. It's not a funny podcast for a comedy show.
I don't know. That was all the part of me that I thought was funny about
The
it. Was just
elected
that little
clown and the
simple
circus
thing.
came to town, and some people are still about it. So, like, I'm just not about it.
Well, that's what killed me was like they just did this shit today, and that's why the only reason I brought it up because like I was just saw it today pop up in my feed, so I was like, what the fuck? But I don't know. Even more than that, there was a this thing I did want to ask because this is something that I feel like only you'd only have this if you had a really like niche friend or niche friend or whatever. That'd be like did you ever have like a secret handshake with somebody? Just like a fun like fucking clap 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 blah 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 thing.
No, the closest is that you're coming to is that my friend group, that artist collective I was pretty much told you about. We all pretty much had like a language that we would all speak, and we could get major ideas across in very little words, and we could also hold multiple conversations at once. So like if we would like bring a girlfriend in, they would be very overstimulated for quite a long time. Because we hop over these major hurdles real quick, and there's also 15 major hurdles going on simultaneously in different directions.
I mean, if you
Like
want to talk hurdles, we can talk hurdles.
so, like that was more the thing, and then there was also, we're all teenagers, so a lot of drugs. So imagine all that
Naturally.
going on, and you're getting fucked up. So that's about the closest thing we got to a handshake.
For me, dude, I can't remember exactly who it was with, but it was something along the lines. It was the only handshake that I ever made with somebody, but it went something along like if this was the two hands, it would go like it was something else beyond that. It was just something stupidly fun that we would do. Dude, I
Yeah.
miss it. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like stupid fun. But it was like a fun thing that me and that friend that I don't want to bring up now. And if he does remember, if he does watch this and he remembers like the handshake, I would love for him to comment on it because it is one of those things. It's like I wish I could remember it, but we spent so long trying to get it down, and we finally got it down. We were like able to do it for a while, but he left like the school that we were at. I want to say when we were like sophomore year. Is that the one? Yeah, sophomore because you get junior, senior. So that sucks. I miss things like that. That's what kind of made me think about that. Just kind of like the younger childhood stupid shit. Because I feel like we don't talk enough about that. Like the stuff that we've gone through when we were younger, or like kind of like fun stuff that we did when we were younger growing up.
A lot of my shit's just repetitive. Like We pretty much would do the same thing throughout the week and then the weekend, and then a change up would happen, and then we would do that for however long, and then a change up would happen, and then we would just do that for however long. And there was only like a few change ups, like four, and then the friend group fell apart because we all grew up.
You know, you're actually not horribly wrong about that. That makes a lot of sense. Because like the way that our friend group started was it was literally just like innocent. Let's play games together and play Halo, Reach together and stuff like that. And then it grew to let's smoke weed together and then go and play Halo Reach and go and play stuff like that together. And then it was let's smoke weed and get drunk and watch, shitty horror movies together. And then it grew beyond to, like beyond that right there. That's where it started splitting. People didn't want to drink or smoke weed, and so they stopped hanging out with us, or certain people started hanging out with us. And but for the most part, I can actually say like the group that we had never really had too much of a problem with smoking weed until a little bit later when they got in trouble for doing it because they got sloppy and they got caught. And so they were like, "Oh, it's all your guys' fault." And it was like, "Well, no, you dumbasses. You let somebody take a picture of you doing it and post it online. Like, the fuck do you think was gonna happen when anybody sees you when you're underage with a fucking bong in your hand and you're smiling with your best friend next to you? Like, somebody's gonna snitch naturally. I mean, there's snitches no matter what kind of school you go to.
Yeah, that's where I was benefit to grow up, where social media wasn't as popular as it was when you were growing up. Like social
I
media
wish.
was still in its infantile stage when I was in my hardcore party stage. So like the most that would happen if somebody would send a picture privately, like phone number to phone number type shit. And then that would get spread around. But that was mostly nudes. Party images, those would pretty much die instantly. And also most our friend group really didn't do it because everybody that you would share it with was at the fucking party. So like
And yeah, and that's exactly what I always thought about it. Like, if you need to take a picture, the only reason why you're taking the picture is so that you can remember it later on in life. But you don't take the picture to post online. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
online wasn't a thing for us. It
Well,
wasn't
and that's
even
what
an
I'm saying though.
option.
Like, and that's where like when you had your old digital cameras, you know what I'm talking about. And that's why I keep sitting here doing this like fucking invitation right here with my hands because I'm one of those people actually. You remember I bought your ex
We had
your ex's
cameras, they were
kids
just
those
it.
cameras. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about though? I bought them those cameras because I was like, dude, like this is the best way that you can capture your fucking life. You know what I mean? Because you're never gonna lose those pictures as long as you actually hold on to them. You can lose a phone, but you're gonna have those physical pictures from that fucking Insta camera. And I actually got that image, or I got that like what's it called? Inspiration from one of my friends that was a chick that would take pictures of all of us with her immediate camera, and she would hang them around her room on her little like clothespin lights or whatever. And it was cool. It was amazing. You know what I mean? If you walked up and you saw a picture of yourself hanging in the room, it made you feel a little important. It's like, hey, I mean, like I was worthy enough to make it up on the line, and then even you can make copies of that picture still, and they're also still at that point not online. Nobody online has access to that, and you can make
Except
a
for
hundred copies of it.
except for her clothesline in her room.
I would still rather that. I would literally rather my picture be on a clothesline
Online,
in that chick's room than be on the fucking internet. And you cannot
It was
tell
still
me,
just online. Come on,
but you're telling me though that that is still not worse than being online with a picture of
Yeah, I
yourself with
would
something
much prefer
stupid.
to be on her line than online.
Exactly. Like,
Still a cooler idea, but that depending on how her parents are and what she hangs up, And if
And
they're
it was
going through the
that she could get away with anything growing up.
oh, then yeah, I'll be totally fine with it.
She was on meth when we were sophomores, and she was okay afterwards. I'll give her that. She's done amazing afterwards. I will not give her any crap. She's amazing. I hope that if she ever hears this without me having to name her, she knows who she is. But she was. She was on meth. She's gotten clean, and dude, she gave some of the best memories to me and my best friends. Hope the best to you, Jay.
Yeah. Like we would get drunk and depending on where we were at, some type of game will ensue. And majority of the time, rock fight is the first game that happens because there's always rocks. So
Walnut War for
rock,
us.
so rock fight always got to start a good drunk session with a good rock fight. And then we eventually got the idea to make gladiator armor because we got a big old dog cage, one of those big outside dog cages that hold like 18 dogs.
I know what you're talking about. I knew exactly what you're talking about when you started, my man.
Yeah, so we all made gladiator armor and gladiator weapons, and we would do gladiator fights looking like fucking Guar.
I salute you.
And we would just beat the shit out of each other.
Ain't no better way,
And,
my man.
and like donuts and golf carts. And one time we all, as the band, we rented Rock Band, the game. And and that night was just debauchery. It started nice and wholesome of all of us just getting drunk and playing a video game, and just got wild about a good hour and a half in. Oh man, that's a night that still makes my skin crawl a little bit.
Dude, that's where dude, one of the nights that makes my skin crawl from you talking about that was so when I had my apartment and it was like the first actually it wasn't the first. It was the only time that Brooks came home from the Marines when we were still like really hanging out and talking all the time. So he came home and then I had Alec and Cameron over. And dude, sorry. We wanted to play poker, right? But we couldn't actually figure out what to do with chips because we didn't have any chips or any kind of thing to like imitate chips. And so I invented the idea of bierker, which is where you bet sips of your drink, which is your beer or your alcoholic beverage. You bet sips, which is like a second. Like a sip is a second. And so that's what it is. Like if you go, I bet 3 sips. You bet in 3 seconds of drinking. Well, Cameron's dumbass goes ahead and does all in 3 hands in a row, which means that he's hammered 3 fucking beers back to back after being in the game already for about an hour and a half. Well, the poor kid goes to lay down and go to sleep, and he's like half throwing up all over the place. And the other guy's like, let's go to Waffle House. And I was like, that's a brilliant idea. Let's do it. And before I did that, I made sure I put Cameron on his side and I put like a fucking towel in front of his head for like the projectile area in which he may vomit. And then the entire drive all the way to Waffle House, I was trying to think about the explanation I would give to his mom if he died choking on his vomit in my apartment. Like, well, I tried to secure him as best as I could, but he was a pussy, and well, he fucking rolled on his back and choked. He could have went to Waffle House with us, but he bitched out like a hoe. Um,
I would put it in more simple words than that. Be like, listen, I put him on his side, I propped him up,
I
I
did.
had full attention on monitoring him the rest of the night. But then Waffle House got brought up, lady.
It did. No, that's what it
What do
is.
you
Like,
want me to do at that point?
I try my
I was
best too.
angry.
Like, It really was too. Like I made my best effort, and as you actually said, like on his side, that's how I left him. He was on his like shoulder, on his side. He was pointing this way, and like the couch was like this on his head. And I laid out a towel in front of his head like this. And so I was like, if he pukes, it lands on the towel, not my floor, and I'll throw the fucking towel in the trash or whatever. I'm not even gonna wash it. Like I did. I was like, I left him in the best suits that I can, and I hate myself to this day for that because I'm like, dude, I basically left my cousin to die. I was like, he could have rolled over on his side very easily and drowned in puke. And I hate myself. And you're listening to this, Cam. I'm so fucking sorry. Even if that was such a hilarious night and you wake up the next day and it's funny, I'm sorry. I hate myself the more I think about it. Because it was. I was just straight up like,
It's not for that. I ain't gonna lie. Because when we would get fucked up in that artist collective, we would leave people, however, and we would come back to them later just to shave their eyebrows and mark Sharpie on their face. Like,
I'm pissed y'all never did that to me. I did it to my fucking friend Alec, man. Like, he fell asleep one night and I drew a fucking Hitler stash on his nose with a color, or no, a color, smelly marker. It was like blueberry or whatever. And I'm amazed he
because
didn't smell it.
I could safely say I have done that over 300 times. Like, there comes a point where it's just not that funny anymore for the guy who's doing it. like, like I can't tell you how many eyebrows I shaved. Like, I can't tell you how many dicks I drew on a forehead. Like, it's
That's actually why I
I
got
did it.
so mad at you. Because I passed out at your house so many times, but I never woke up with any consequences.
I would say three.
No, because I didn't piss my pants. I passed out more than 3 times.
I would say three. I only
Mm.
remember carrying you three times.
Yeah, but carrying and me passing out in a spot and waking up in that spot hours later is different. That's or not different. That's the same thing. Because
I really don't remember you doing it too many times.
there was a couple
Maybe
times
two.
where I passed
That
out
was
in the armchair that Crystal used to pass out in. There's a couple times I'd pass out in that and I wake up either in that chair or on the couch next to it.
I would say maybe two. So that's five.
Still though, that was like, and I will
If it
say though,
didn't happen the first
y'all
time, I would
never
be very
got
dickish
me.
for it to happen any other time. Like,
But y'all never got me. Even the one I saw the image where she's holding my hand in the fucking warm water. I was so pissed at you guys. Like you literally could
that
lift
was
my
earlier.
arm and put it in water to try to make me piss, but you didn't think to shave an eyebrow or draw on my face or any way just make something hilarious happen. I'm pissed with you for it. I still am actually. I swear to you. Like you
Line it
had
up.
so much
Said,
opportunity.
I've done it so many times. Like, I was kind of over it. Like,
I was kind of over it. I've never had it happen to me. You should have been like, let's introduce the next generation to it. But fuck you. Like, dude, if my
well,
nephew ever comes over and he somehow is screwed up and passes out, he best know I'm fucking him up.
well,
Silas.
come down and get drunk, Gabe. Come down and get drunk. I'll make you look like a circus freak.
Bring it. I look like a whole ass carny operating the fucking tilt-a whirl.
They sell grog at the store next door. We can get drunk on
I'll
grog,
fucking
and
operate the
next thing
tilt-a
you know,
whirl. I'm
you
on
wake up
fucking
looking like
crack, dude.
Chad
Bring it.
freaking whatever his last name is. I almost called him Kroger, and that's Chad's last name.
No, it is
I
Chad's
could make
last
you look
name.
like
Chad
Chad.
Kroger from fucking Nickelback, dude.
I'm not talking about that Chad though. I'm talking
R.I.P.
about Chad old ones. Anything for views, Chad.
Hey, you don't fucking bring him in. He's a good guy.
Get in here.
Actually, Loki, if he dove into your thing right now, I would take my last vacation day and my 4 hours right now, steal my dad's car, and drive down to you right now if he was in your fucking apartment. I'm not even kidding you. Like,
I'm looking at new tomorrow. I almost said that all fucked up. I'm looking at new apartments tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I was,
I thought
I
you
was,
liked yours.
I do like it, but I just can't afford it. And also, where I'm working at is the next town over, so I might as well
Oh,
just move.
yeah, it makes
My
sense.
lease is my lease is coming up, and the one place that my grandma sent me because I'm a little child. I had my grandma look for my apartments. um, she found me one that's a hell of a lot cheaper than this place, but I want to go check it out first. So like, it saved me money.
I can't blame you.
It will save me about two
I've
hundred
been
bucks. That's how much it would about save me. If
I've been doing a lot
I did
better
have my
actually at
it
saving
would
my
save me a
money.
lot more.
Like I said that to you, I've been doing a lot better at saving my money. Um, uh, the only time I drank this week, I'll admit, I did cheat this week. I drank a 6 pack on Monday. I did not buy a 12 pack. I just bought a 6 pack because I was streaming the Red Dead 2 and all that stuff, having more fun with it. And then tonight actually is the only night I bought a 12 pack. But I'm not gonna drink tomorrow. And then to be honest, I want to try to pull a mostly sober weekend this week. So I'm thinking Saturday night I'm gonna drink. Sorry to burp. I'm gonna drink a 12 pack, maybe even 18 pack of Twisted Tea. But I'm gonna try and make that my only night drinking. Most of the time, I'll
Yeah.
admit to you, I buy a handle of vodka, and I'll finish that from Friday to Sunday.
That's the first time you admitted that. That's the first time I'm hearing this.
Are you serious, dude? Oh my god, I've been doing that for like almost 2 months now, 3 months now.
You never told me you've been buying liquor, especially a handle of liquor.
Okay, there's none in here, but yeah, no, I've
I've
been
never
buying a
known.
handle of Tito's vodka every Friday night for the last couple of months, and that bitch should be gone by Sunday, and solely by me drinking it.
Crystal ruined Tito's for me. I cannot hear that name and not think of that woman.
I'm sorry, but that
It
is like
sucks. I got
I'm being real,
awesome Tito's sweater and it pisses me off.
like that's alarming to me because what I'll do is I'll buy the Tito's vodka, right? I'll buy the handle. But what I also do is I buy 3 to 4 jugs of juicy juice because juicy juice is the only juice that does not have added sugars to it. Like it's just 100% regular juice without any kind of added sugar to it. Because that's like if I'm already drinking alcohol, I don't want to add sugar to it. That's just gonna fuck your heart up even worse. And so that's why I choose juicy juice as my drink. But I'll admit, like, I'll buy 3 to 4 fucking bottles of juicy juice, and I will drink every bottle of that throughout the weekend. And that handle, I swear to God, I, did I throw it away? It must be gone. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, yeah, I was throwing it away the other night. But dude, it was like I only had like a shot's worth left. That's the last weekend, and I even just thought to myself, I'm like, yeah, it's cheaper than buying a 12 pack every day, but damn, how much of that liquor is my kidney processing throughout the damn not like weekend?
Yeah, it's a lot. A handle's a lot. That's why they put a handle on
And I'm
it.
downing it myself, dude. I was like, that's what it is. That's what I realized, man. I'm an alcoholic. I love alcohol that much that I can drink literally over a fucking half of a handle in one night.
I've been doing pretty good up until yesterday. I was just drinking a beer a day. And then yesterday I fucked up and drunk two.
Dude, I'm at 11 right now, cracking this one.
See, I would get up and get me another one because I do want another one, but it involves me taking off my headphones, putting
Don't,
down the microphone, so I'm locked in. I'm
don't. You're lucky
going to
because you
after
can
talk.
drink yours in the fridge. Mine, I can just sit here and be like, room temperature, brother. Let's fucking do it.
I mean, I could drink my room temperature too, but it's not as enjoyable. I want to enjoy my drink.
I enjoy my drink. I'm just fucking retarded. So,
Oh,
like,
like
this could be a crayon
that's
for all I knew.
amazing. I poured this drink at like 6 o'clock, and I just finished it at like 8 o'clock. Like I've been nursing the fuck out of them too. Like I enjoy my drink. And like I said, I only been drinking one, so I enjoy my drink. It is literally a drink.
And that's where I've gotten better. Like, I will say, like, that's why I need to stop drinking so much during the weekend because I treat the weekend like that's my excuse to get absolutely hammered and fucking blah blah every time. And that's a poor thing. Like everybody's like the oldest meme is like, yeah, but at least I don't, get hammered every weekend. But at the same time, I'm like, at least I enjoy getting hammered every weekend. Like I'm not sitting here getting mad every weekend I get hammered, but I don't know, to each his own. My own thing though with that is like I don't anymore get drunk during the week like I am now, which this is obviously Wednesday, but like Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, I'm trying to be the most sober and like possible, honest and decent person I can. I treat this day though like as my cheat day because I don't know, like it's not just that it makes the podcast more fun or anything for me. It just makes it more like I'm like, hey yo, this is me, like actually trying to have more. I don't know.
That's what I call it when I drink. Just get
What is
my
it?
personality going. Personality.
It is. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Like, because even yesterday, like, I did a whole sober stream and all that stuff. But, like, doing it now, even when I'm drunk and just looking at the camera and interacting the way that I am, it just feels more natural. And then even just trying to think of different topics or even just more uncomfortable things to talk about, I'm more open to talk about them. I'm not, like, trying to think about what I'm trying to talk about next. I'm not trying to make sure that what I'm gonna say isn't some kind of I don't know, like cryptic, stupid thing. If that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, makes sense. But you know, it, they say all this is a crutch too. So like, it's if you think it's a problem and you want to work on it,
What do
you
you
got to
fucking
do
say
that.
is a crutch? I'm not a crutch. I'm the real deal.
A real deal crutch.
Fuck you.
So, but hey, crutches are cool. I've seen printed crutches in like ECW spots. People like taking them over the back and get headshots with them. So like, you can do a lot of damage with the crutch.
You really can, especially if you stick one up an ass. I mean,
I've seen that too.
could you imagine you stick a crutch up
That
somebody's
was an
ass,
investment.
but you do it with just enough force that you launch them 90 degrees up, right? And then you let go and watch them land and bounce a couple of times. Oh my God. Could you? Oh, wow. Okay, that's
Yeah.
horrible sounding. Oh my
Apex,
God. Imagining that.
at the
Ow!
apex of the ledge, he has a spready to the sky.
Never mind. I've imagined something I would not wish upon my worst enemy. I have finally imagined it. A crutch up the ass and bouncing. Oh my God.
Like a pogo stick.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm good on it. It could be like max. Never mind.
How long have we been going for?
You're at 124. You want to bring up one more thing or
Not really.
not really?
Not really.
All right.
Unless you want something
I
I
got
don't.
one more that's really quick and funny.
Uh,
What's the best voiceover you can do or breaking news voice?
none. I don't think so. I could try, I guess.
A character voice or a crazy breaking news voice.
I'll do a radio voice. I'll
Go
try a
for it.
radio
Go for it.
voice. Hello and welcome back to KWR XB 109 in the morning. I am your host, Tank Buckerson, where we play nothing but rock.
It's definitely not bad at all. I was gonna go for intro to a movie. In 1899, the end of the outlaw's reign was coming to an end. By this time, only 3 gangs roamed, but by 1900, only one remained.
I guess it ain't bad. It just kind of felt like you didn't have a good direction.
I didn't. I was
So
just guessing,
I felt
but
like
I
you
did
actually
kind of have
had
like a breaking news voice. I kind of
it
want to
would
do
have
like the
been
whole.
sounding better.
I did want to do the whole breaking news! Live from Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob has eaten Plankton's ass, and he is not
Kind of
sad for it.
lame. This is more like an announcer. That's not news at all.
That's
That
breaking
news is
news.
more like
Breaking news
news
that
to
SpongeBob's eating Plankton's ass. He's not sorry for it. My God, Krabs would cry in his grave.
breaking news is more like coming to you tonight at 11, getting stuck in a tree.
Breaking news! I'm stupid.
Professor Farnsworth with it. Who's everyone?
Breaking news! Smitty is racist. I mean, what?
No, not really.
He can't be. It's impossible. Allegedly.
It's not impossible, but
That's
it's
why I
not my
said
go-to.
allegedly.
It's definitely not my go-to thing.
You know what? I don't
Oh,
care, Smitty. Let's end the
that we can
podcast.
talk
You fucking do the
about
ending, okay? I love you guys. I love every one of you. Smitty, talk. Piece of shit.
talk. Words. Thank you for joining us on the StumbleBums podcast, the Studio Bum Diggity. I've been your host, Mr. Beast, and the
What?
JRE podcast. But we are Studio Bum Diggity in Studio Bum Diggity. We are the StumbleBums. Schmitty, Schmitzilla out. Twisted G over there, mad at me.
I love you guys, but I hate him.
Like and
Adios.
subscribe. Ring bell.